Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Hummingbird Spirit Rising. This is the first video, first official video for the channel. So as an introduction, I'm going to be pulling cards for each individual sign. So today everyone's going to get a mini reading from me. So I hope you enjoy the video and let's just get started, shall we? So first of all, we're going to be looking at the energies at present for Aries. So let's get the tarot cards first. I'm just going to give the cards another shuffle. I have shuffled thoroughly and cleansed the deck and everything, but let's just shuffle again and see if we can get into the energies for Aries at present. Okay. Okay, we've had quite a few come out. I'll take this one because this was the first one, and I'm not going to take reversals today. Make life simpler. I do take reversals, but for today I'll just leave everything upright and I'm sure the message will come through as it needs to. So the Hanged Man is the focal point of the reading, so the heart of the matter. And your energy within this. Okay. You get the Eight of Swords. Any external energies we need to know about or anything else we need to know. The Magician. And any guidance. We have the Six of Pentacles, and I will get you an oracle card to sort of give us an overview of what the energies are about. Let's give that a shuffle once more. Okay, Aries. Okay, and the decks I'm using are, I am using the Arcanum or Arcanum Tarot, which is this deck for the main spread. This is the Angels and Oracles deck as the Oracle card deck, and I will be using Arcanum or Arcanum, depending on how you want to pronounce it, for clarification. Sorry, I'll be using the Gilded Tarot for clarification. So it was the Arcanum deck or Arcanum deck as the main spread. Bear with me, it's my first video and yeah, it's a lot to take in. I've already procrastinated enough on this, trying to get perfect angles, lighting, and I can see there's a glare, so I'm just going to move the light a little bit. That's made no difference whatsoever, has it? So hopefully it's not too bad. That's okay, that'll do. Okay, Aries, so you've got the Hanged Man as your main focus. Is there something here, Aries, where you don't believe in yourself enough? Because we've got the Hanged Man, which did come out in reverse, first of all. And the Hanged Man, it can be about different perspectives, different beliefs. So in reverse, I would say it's something about a lack of belief or something is wrong with beliefs. And then you've got the Eight of Swords as your energy. So that kind of suggests to me that there's something where maybe you don't believe in yourself, because with the Eight of Swords, you kind of held back. You sort of feel trapped and held back from something mentally. You've got the Magician energy as an external energy or something that we need to know about externally. So, and then you've got Intend and Create as well, which is the High Priest, but it says Intend and Create, so that's kind of in line with the Magician card. So is there something where you're feeling that you don't believe in yourself, that you don't believe There's something that you can do or achieve or create. Let's get some clarification to make things a little bit clearer. And I'm sorry, I can see there's a glare on that Hanged Man card. That's going to drive me nuts through these readings. But well, let's not worry about that for now. Let's just focus on the messages. Hopefully it doesn't bother you as much as it bothers me. Let's firstly clarify, that the Hanged Man card first of all, which, as I said, I feel like it's something to do with you not, maybe you feel like you don't believe in yourself. Yeah, we've got the Two of Swords again, so there's some doubts. I mean, the Two Swords, it can be where there's a choice to be made, but you've kind of been indecisive or avoiding making a choice. Sometimes it can be the two swords are there, and swords are truths, aren't they? So if you've got two swords, it's two truths. So maybe you're kind of going back and forth. One minute you think you can do it, the next minute you think you can't do it. So you've got the two truths there, but there definitely feels like there's a sense of doubt within this. Anything else with that Hanged Man? And then we've got the Tower. Do you feel like there's going to be a disaster if you make a decision, or if you make a specific choice possibly? Or is it something, the choice that has to be made is something that will completely change everything? I mean, if you look at the person in the Hanged Man and the Tower as well, it kind of, the way the body is, there's some sort of similarity in, he's hanging, the person from the Tower is well, he's not hanging, he's falling, but it's as if, do you feel like you're just falling into the unknown or something? Let's get one more for the Hanged Man. So the usual spreads that I do are a lot more in-depth and more cards as the main spread, but these are mini readings, so it's supposed to be short and sweet. Let's see how short and sweet I can keep it, because I know that I personally struggle to keep anything short and sweet. So let's see what we get. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that everything's visible on camera. Yeah, we've got the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's almost like there's a fear of taking control of something with the Emperor, because the Emperor would be it's a card of personal power. What do you think will happen if you take control? And with the Queen of Pentacles, she has her pentacle, she has something that she values, she knows what she values herself. But clearly there's doubt here about something that you value. So let's clarify your energy with the Eight of Swords. The High Priestess. Maybe you're not trusting your intuition on something, or you need to use your intuition to trust something. Too many cards came out there. I'll take this one because it flew quite noticeably. So this one is, sorry, you can't see those, can you? The Three of Wands. It's as if you're waiting. Are you waiting for someone to give you the answer to whatever the problem is? The Three of Wands, it can be where you're waiting for your ship to come in, but it looks like you're waiting for the answers to come, and let's elaborate further on it and see what happens. Are you waiting for someone else to make a decision about something? Or do you not believe that someone will make a decision about something? Okay, so we've got the Six of Wands. Is there something here, Aries, where you need to believe that there's something you can do where you will be seen? So if it was a job, for example, it could be going up to a higher level, or maybe there could be a career aspiration where you would take on more responsibility and you would gain more attention and be seen, and maybe you just don't feel like you can do that. Or if it was your love life, because the way I read it, it can be, unless something specific comes through, like a specific storyline, it can be, it's general, so it's just the energy. So if it was your love life, for example, maybe you're single, if you were single and you decided that you wanted to go out and start dating again, or to find a life partner, you need to put yourself out there, you need to be seen, and it's like you don't feel like you can do that, or you don't feel like it can work. There's some sort of energy around that. The Magician is an external energy, so let's and the Magician's come out again as a clarifier, to clarify the Magician with the Ace of Swords. And this is an external energy, or it's what you need to know. And I would say that it's more of an energy that you do have the power. With the Magician coming up twice together, 100% you do have the power, you do have what you need, you have the knowledge with the Ace of Swords to make this happen, whatever it is that you want to create. Like the Intend and Create card says, you just got to believe in yourself, because the Magician can be a card of confidence as well. And you've got two Magicians there. The Emperor is confident. So there's definitely a sense of needing to have the self-belief that you can create whatever it is you're trying to create. Then we get the Chariot, which is in reverse. But as I say, I'm not taking reversals today. Yeah, you need to trust in yourself and have confidence in yourself to move forward in whatever it is that you're trying to create, whether it's whether it's a career, whether it is something to do with your love life, even if it's to do with your spiritual beliefs or creativity, whatever it is, you need to believe in yourself and trust that you can do it, and then you'll be able to move forward. But at the minute, as I say, it's like you're kind of in limbo, not quite trusting it. Your advice card is the Six of Pentacles, and this is what will help you to shift things along. The Six of Pentacles, it's a card of equal, it can be give and take, it can be a gift, it can be balance. Let's see what clarifiers we get for it. You got the Eight of Cups. That's a card of, sorry, too many fell out then. That's a card of looking, something's missing and you're trying to find what's missing. Is it that there's something missing in terms of give and take, and that's why something isn't working? Or why you feel that you can't, you believe that you can't make something work? If it was in a relationship, for example, maybe there's not equal give and take in the relationship, so hence you believe that you can't make it work. And if the Eight of Cups is there, it might mean that you may have to decide, do you want to continue in a situation where there isn't equal give and take? Or even if it's a job, does it feel like it's worth it? The hours, the energy, the effort you put in, is it worth it, or are you better off trying to create something new? That came out really aggressively. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. I hope you can see that. You can. It looks as if you want to put your effort and your energy where it feels more balanced. Let's get one more for that. Or it might be that you need to put your effort and energy and your heart as well where there is more balance, because there's a lot of doubt where, whatever situation you're in, wherever you are now, there's a hell of a lot of doubt and belief in whether or not it can work. So the answer here, I suppose, with the Six of Pentacles would be that you need more give and take in whatever situation it is, and you may have to look elsewhere for it. We've got the Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. So yeah, that almost is, I mean, the Ten of Swords, it's where something comes to an end, and sometimes quite a painful ending. Page of Swords can be investigation, research, communication. If you're involved with someone and there's not equal give and take, you may have to communicate to them how you're feeling, and if they can't match you and match your energy and match your effort, then you may have to go elsewhere. And the same with a job, a friendship, whatever it is, what you need the balance there. And if it's not there, that's why you're having doubts. So you need to figure out how to get that balance back, whether it's to go somewhere that's where there is more balance or create more balance, however you do that. So Aries, I hope that was kind of helpful to you. I hope you've gained something from it. I am going to now move on to the next sign. I just need to reshuffle the cards. Just bear with me. I hope you enjoy the videos, and I hope you'll watch more of them in the future. As I say, the readings that I normally do are quite in-depth, but as I say today, as an introduction to the channel, I wanted to do something where I give a little bit of something to everyone, and then I can decide how to move forward, because I do plan to do monthly readings for each sign. In terms of weekly, I'm still deciding what I'm going to do weekly, if I'm going to do weekly mini reads, or if I'm going to do one in-depth reading that is just for whoever needs the reading at the time. So I'm sort of playing it by ear at the minute, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're going to be moving on to Taurus in a second, once I get these cards reshuffled. And I will include timestamps. I forgot to say that at the beginning. I'll include timestamps as well, so that if you don't, I mean, to be frank, most of you wouldn't want to watch every single reading. There'll be timestamps there so you can find the signs that you want to read, whether it's just for your sun sign, whether you want to look for your sun, moon and rising signs as well. It's up to you. The choice is there. So next we're going to move on to Taurus's energy and see what comes out. Okay, Taurus, let's see what's happening for you. Okay, Taurus. So the focal point for your reading, the heart of the matter, is got the Lovers, and we have the Hierophant. Okay. Just checking the camera because it just lost focus then for a minute. Your energy coming into this and what we need to know about your energy within it. Oh, you know what? I was already getting an initial energy with the Lovers and the Hierophant, where there's something possibly about commitment in a relationship. And then we get the Nine of Pentacles, which can be the single person's card. So let's see what else comes up for you. So any external energies or any other energies that we need to know about that are involved in this that are external to you. I'm hearing commitment phobe. I don't know if that theme will continue as we go on, but let's see. The Hanged Man again. The Hanged Man just wants to be out. So external energy. I've got limbo. I'm getting limbo with that card. Are you keeping someone in limbo, or is someone keeping you in limbo? I'd say with the Nine of Pentacles, it's probably more like you keeping someone in limbo. And the final card is Guidance. Okay. Oh, we have the Five of Swords as your advice. I would say, before I even clarify anything, if you are in a relationship with somebody and the issue of commitment has come up, and the energies can be reversed as well. It could be the other person, or it could be vice versa, but take it how it resonates, if it does resonate. There is a possibility that if commitment has come up, someone, whether yourself or the other person, is keeping the other in limbo, and the advice is to not play games. But let's clarify it further. and see what comes up. Let me get an oracle card as well to give us an overview before I continue. One kind of wanted to fall out, yeah, kind of wanted to fall out, but it hasn't quite. It's this one that let go of the need to be right card, and that would come into playing games as well, but it didn't feel quite right coming out. So let's do it properly. Anything else for Taurus to give us an overview of what's going on here? Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Do you feel, Taurus, that if you commit to someone, that it might hold you back from being you or doing the things that you feel you need to do? With that transform and unveil your gifts card, it's as if you're at a crucial point where you, I hate that, well, I don't hate it, there's that weird term, finding yourself, where you feel like you're finding yourself or finding your feet, and there's things you want to achieve, and maybe you feel that you could be held back by committing to someone. Maybe you feel you'll get distracted by them or something. Let's have a bit more of a look into this. So let's clarify the Lovers and the Hierophant first. So I said that seemed to be, there's a connection, and then there's the matter of commitment coming up, and it might not be a relationship, it could be any area of your life, only you know, but that is what's coming up quite strongly. It could be commitment to a path as well, to be honest, that you want to do something different in your life, and maybe you just feel like, oh, but I'm comfortable where I am, because the Nine of Pentacles, she's in a bit of a comfort zone, isn't she? Like, she has everything she needs, but does she have everything she wants as well? So let's have a look. So the Lovers and the Hierophant. We've got the Ace of Swords and the Five of Wands, and we'll get one more for that. It may be here that clear communication is needed, because there's a bit of confusion, I would say. There's a little bit of confusion, and maybe someone's words and actions aren't matching up in some way, shape or form. I mean, say if you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't quite want to commit, like you're cool with them, but you don't want to commit. So you're kind of behaving like you're committed, but, you know, maybe your mind is elsewhere. And that doesn't, it could mean that you're interested in someone else, but it's just in the general sense that you're not all in and they are maybe. The Ace of Pentacles, yeah. It feels like someone, as I say, sticking with the original thought that came up, is that if you're in a relationship, you're not all in, they are, you're not. Or as I say, it could be reversed energies. And there needs to be clearer communication, because there's probably other opportunities that you're looking at, whether it's a person, or it could even be something as simple as you have a job opportunity in another country and you'd have to leave them behind, and you'd prefer to have the job opportunity than the relationship. But the connection that's already here it's quite well established, or it's on the verge of becoming more established, or someone wants it to become more established. Let's clarify that Nine of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, wow. It's it almost feels like if you are in a relationship with someone, that maybe you miss being single. Let's get a little bit more for that. Or if you're the person who wants commitment and the other person isn't committing, then it's like you already feel single, you feel sad, and you might even fear being single. One came out, it was the Seven of Cups, but it kind of came out awkwardly again, so I'm not going to take it. We have the Three of Wands. It's, yeah, you're looking for something different, wherever you are at the minute. You may be comfortable, but you're looking for more. You kind of feel there's a bit of emptiness, there's a bit of a void there, and you're looking for something different. The Emperor as well has come up. You may feel like you're not in control, because the Emperor is a card of, as I say, personal power. That would be control. Maybe you feel like whatever situation you're in, you're not in control, and you would like to be. The Hanged Man is the external energy. So remember I said that that could be that you're keeping someone in limbo, possibly. Let's see what comes up for that. We have the King of Cups. Oh, wow. The King of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Yeah. This could be someone else where they have strong feelings for you. They see you as their Ten of Cups. They want to continue to pursue the Ten of Cups or achieve the Ten of Cups with you, but they're literally feeling in limbo at present. Then we get the Page of Swords. Maybe they're trying to understand where you are, where your head is, what you want. And as I say, with the Ace of Swords, there needs to be clearer communication to understand that. I mean, with the Five of Swords, something's definitely not fair to someone. So that was the advice card. Something's not fair, and that needs to be resolved. I remember I said about not playing games. If there's someone wants commitment and someone doesn't, then you've got the Two of Swords again. That's enjoying making an appearance, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Three of Swords and the Hierophant as well. I would say the advice here is that the longer you sit in an energy of not making a decision and just sticking in your comfort zone, it's the more it's going to hurt. You have to commit to something one way or another. You've got to choose. And the Lovers is a card of choice as well. You need to choose. You need to decide what you want to commit to. And a lot of the time it's that you commit to yourself, isn't it? In whatever way that is. If you're with someone and you really love them and you see a future with them, then do you want to commit to that? If you're not certain, then is it fair to string them along, or do you need to let them go so that they can find their own happiness? I mean, we've still got this card sitting here, the Transform and Unveil Your Gifts. Is that what you need to commit to? You need to commit to yourself and focus on that, and maybe leave someone behind in the process. Is that what it is? Only you can answer that question, because you know what's going on in your life. I hope that message was helpful to you in some way, Taurus. So I'll leave it there and move on to the next sign. That felt pretty intense, to be honest with you. But I hope you're okay, and I hope you're able to make a decision if that resonates for you. I mean, sometimes we can fear hurting someone's feelings, but at the end of the day, I think for me personally, if I was with somebody that wasn't all in with me and they weren't sure, I'd rather they just tell me and just set me free so I can, go about my business and get on with my life and, find happiness elsewhere, rather than being strung along, because that feeling of limbo it's absolutely horrific. It really is horrible being in limbo with someone. It's not nice, and it's not worth it either. It's a waste of your time. So yeah. Okay, I need to have a drink because my throat is starting to get dry. Okay, next we're going to move on to Gemini. Okay, I just need to have a drink of water so that I can carry on talking. Just hold on one moment. Okay, Gemini, let's give your cards a shuffle quickly, and we'll see what comes up for you. So the main focus point for you. Okay, Gemini, what's happening with you? Okay, got the Ten of Swords. Sorry, one flew out and I wasn't concentrating. It was the Magician, by the way. So your energy, what we need to know about your energy within this. Wow, okay. We've got the King of Pentacles with the Five of Swords in between and the Queen of Pentacles. Don't know if you can see those very clearly, but here they are. Just about. Okay, and any external energies? About 50 cards flew out then, so we're not going to take all of those. So external energies or anything else we need to know? Got the Two of Cups. This is a little bit similar to the Aries reading by the looks of it, but let's see what else comes out in the guidance. Okay, we've got the Hermit and the World. So the Ten of Swords would usually mean something's ended, and it can be quite a painful ending. Let's clarify it. See, I have thoughts on this, but I want to clarify. I've got an initial thought, but I want to clarify it rather than jump into conclusions. Let's get some info on that Ten of Swords. Yeah, something was not very healthy. That's why it's ended or it's about to end. The Star. If something has ended, then there's a benefit to it. It will allow healing and renewal. Try that again, that didn't feel right. One more clarifier for the Ten of Swords. Justice, yep. As I was saying, if something ended, then yep, it's not a bad thing, because it balances everything out again and it allows for a new beginning. And sometimes when something ends as well, it just gives you your spark back, so you have your energy back, you feel revived, because some things take a lot of energy out of you that you're in, and then once you end it, brilliant, cleared it out, cleared the path. So we've got the King of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, and this is your energy, or what we need to know about your energy. Let's just see what comes out. As I say, as soon as things came out, I had an initial thought, but I didn't want to jump to conclusions about it. Okay, we've got Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Fool. So, as a clarifier, so my initial thoughts when everything came out, especially with that Ten of Swords, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles with the Five of Swords in between, was possibly a divorce, or a breakup of a very committed relationship, although the King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles are a matching pair, or they appear to be a matching pair. I mean, this is your energy, so I would imagine that if it's you and you've recently separated from someone, or you're on the verge of separating from someone, you feel that although initially you were a good match, it's just too much conflict, and it doesn't work. Hence why you would need to separate, because it's just a completely unhealthy situation, and you need a new start, basically. So you've got the Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Fool as clarifiers for your energy. I'd say that you are, if you separated from someone, that you're ready to go off on a new path with that Knight of Wands. Six of Pentacles, you want the balance back, and you just, with the Fool, you're ready for something new. You are ready. Divorce can feel like it would be, I've never been divorced, but I can imagine it's difficult, especially if you've been married to someone for ages and ages and ages, to sort of go from having, well, hopefully from stability to just going off on your own and having to start from scratch, basically. That would be really tough. So let's see what the Two of Cups is saying. So that is where the Two of Cups can be connection, or where you feel connected to somebody, or where you feel that someone matches your cup and that's an external energy. Is this, Gemini, someone new, or is it the person that you're leaving behind or have left behind? Let's see with that Two of Cups. We have the Six of Wands and the Nine of Swords as clarifiers. And let's get one more. Okay, wanted two more, not one more. Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. There might be somebody that you've separated or had a divorce to move on to with these cards, because the Six of Wands would be success. The Wheel of Fortune is a change, and the Chariot would be movement. The Nine of Swords is there, so there'd be a little bit of anxiety or worry. And to be frank, if you have divorced someone and you moving on to someone else or with someone else, it's not going to be easy anyway. I mean, as happy as you can be with the new person, you're still going to feel some sort of way about everything that you've left behind, and how things happened and the process you've been through to get to this point. We've got the Hermit and we've got the World there, so let's clarify them. Two of Pentacles, that's a card of, well, the word juggling, it is a card of juggling, but that word immediately came to mind because that's not the only meaning of it. God, a lot of cards have come out again. The Ace of Pentacles stood out, so I'll take that. The others were a little bit ambiguous the way they came out, so okay, I think I'm already getting a message. This is the advice here. The Moon and the Three of Pentacles, yeah. So with the Hermit and the World, hopefully you can see all of those. I would say that if you have separated, divorced or whatever from someone, and it might not even just relate to a relationship, it could even be a business partnership, because the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, it's related to money, isn't it? So it could even be a business partnership where you've had to separate from a business partner, and maybe you found a new business partner, a new business venture that you want to pursue. You know your story, so take what resonates. But with the Hermit and the World, the Hermit is someone, they go through a period of introspection, and then the World is a cycle that's completed itself, and then you're moving on to a new cycle. I would say the advice is to make sure you take time for yourself to carefully process everything that's happened, the cycle that you've just been through, and how you want to move forward. And you may already know how you want to move forward and that you want to move forward, but still, don't rush into anything. Just give yourself time to fully process it all, because that will benefit you more than just rushing ahead with everything. I mean, you've got the Two of Pentacles there, which is juggling, but to me that is, it's sort of assessing what you've been through, where you're going, and balancing things back out again. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which would be a new opportunity. So, and then the Moon is the unknown. The Three of Pentacles is making something work. You just need to give yourself time. You don't have to rush into anything, because it could become confusing if you try to move too quickly and don't give yourself time, which is something that the Moon can do. It's the unknown. It can cause confusion. I don't think there's anything else I can say about that, really. Yeah, just give yourself time. Don't let anybody, the Hermit is someone, he's solitary. Don't let anybody influence your thoughts, ideas. Just, let yourself be guided by yourself as opposed to anyone else, and then you'll be able to figure out how to make it work. So that's your message, Gemini. I hope that was helpful. Let's just get the cards back in the deck. Let's hope the next message is not another breakup situation, because that seems to be a theme, doesn't it? And it's not a nice energy to look at or to be in. And I'm sorry if that's what you're going through. Hopefully you get through things and everything goes well for you moving forward. Okay. So next, we're going to be looking at Cancer. Messages for Cancer. Okay, Cancer, let's see what we get for you. Let's shuffle again. Okay, Cancer, what's your main focal point for your energy today? You get Death and the World, so it looks like an absolutely enormous change or transformation has happened for you. Just trying to get rid of that glare that is driving me nuts, and that's a kink that I'm going to have to work out. Okay, Cancer, your energy coming into this, and what we need to know about your energy coming into this. Queen of Pentacles and Five of Wands. Any external energies or anything we need to know that's external to you, that's involved? Okay, that Page of Pentacles came out, but it didn't feel right, so I am going to try that again to get another card. So, okay. Page of Swords. I think the fact that it's pages is quite relevant. There's something that's not quite mature in this external energies part, or whatever it is we need to know. I would say there's something to be learned, because the Page of Pentacles can be about learning or making a small, like the beginning of something, like a small planting a seed, the beginning of planting a seed, but very small amounts. And it can be learning as well. And the Page of Swords is learning, investigation. So your guidance, what is your guidance, Cancer? Your okay, guidance is Two of Pentacles. Let's get an oracle card first, and then I'll begin to clarify. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. We get She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. It feels like you've been through a period where maybe you've nurtured others more than yourself, with that Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is typically nurturing. And the Five of Wands, I mean, this card, it is literally a tug of war, and Five of Wands in general is like conflict, mixed energies. It can be confusion, but it feels for me like you may have been through a phase of just constantly looking out for others, and now it's time to take care of you. And with Death, something's finished and there's been a transformation, and the world is a cycle that's finished and you're going into something new. It's as if you've come out of that phase of constantly focused on other people, and now you're focusing on you, maybe. Let's see what we get as a clarifier. And that would match with the unleash the wild within, where you just don't take any shit from anyone anymore, basically. So let's clarify Death and the World first of all. We have the Fool, which makes sense 100% because it's new, something new, doing something new, doing things differently. And then we get the Empress, which is a card of nurturing, but this time you're going to be nurturing yourself as opposed to focused on nurturing other people. And it's so important. I mean, we talk a lot about self-love and everything, but I think the key word for me is nurture yourself. Definitely. And it's the same thing really, isn't it? One more for Death and the World. Seven of Swords. I'm just trying to establish what that means here, what I feel like it means here. Not letting anyone get away with anything again. That concept of just taking care of yourself. Not accepting any bullshit. Yeah. And Queen of Pentacles is your energy. We get the Queen of Pentacles again. So, I mean, you've got two Queen of Pentacles and an Empress. There's definitely an energy of you needing to just look after yourself, look out for yourself, and just nurture yourself and what you value. Because the Queen of Pentacles has come out twice, I'd say be careful if there've been I mean, this might have already passed anyway. If there were situations where people took advantage of you financially, that's something that might have come up, and I guess you would have learned to be more vigilant with people in that sense as well. And just people taking advantage of your goodwill in general, you know, like if you have family members that come to stay with you and they're like, oh, I'm only going to be here for a week, and they've not been with you for 6 months. Just stuff like that, like nip it in the bud straight away. It may be, yes, it's nice to be kind and help people out and everything, but it might be with that particular person, they are basically a freeloader, and you have to say to them from the beginning, no, you can't stay with me. Or if they stay one night, say one night, and then literally tell them, now you got to get out of here. It could be as simple as that. Let's get a bit more. Oh, too many came out for that. Yeah, too many came out for that. Let's try that again. One more clarifier for Queen of Pentacles and Five of Wands. 3 came out. Okay. So we've got the Chariot, the 8 of Wands, and the Hierophant. So I would say, well, you're definitely moving out of the energy of where people may have taken advantage of you. With the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Wands can be about movement again. And it can be communication as well. You may be changing or need to change the way you communicate with people and be more blunt and straight to the point, to be honest, to protect your own boundaries. I'd say this is something you're already doing, or you've already done with the Hierophant, because that's the Hierophant it can be spirituality, it can be learning, and I would say maybe it's something that you've learned. You've had to learn it. You've had to learn to stand up for yourself a little bit more. The Hierophant is tradition as well. And I know that traditionally women can be seen as nurturing and caring and just you'll do anything for anyone. But yeah, at this point it's like, well, no, I don't have to do everything for everyone. They can take care of themselves. Let's see what that Page of Swords is about. Okay, and I just said people have to learn to take care of themselves, and that's what I'm getting with that Page of Swords actually. It's there may be external energies who look to you for support, but they need to learn how to take care of themselves. So yeah, this wanted to come out. It came out a bit awkwardly, but I trust it. 4 of Cups. This kid looks like Justin Bieber in the Page of Swords. I always look at it and think it looks like Justin Bieber. I'm not a fan or anything, but I just noticed that, like when he was a kid. Anyway, you've got the 4 of Cups. For me, if this is an external person, it's someone that has taken people for granted or takes people for granted in general, and they're not satisfied because they can't see how good they've got it. See what else comes up for that. Page of Wands, again, we have a child, and it doesn't mean it could be a child. I mean, maybe you're a parent to a teenager or an adult child, and they just don't seem to be learning how to look after themselves. But we've got the Page of Wands as well, it's also someone they're learning, aren't they? They're a child, they need to go off on their own path. And then you've got the King of Pentacles, which I would say, if this is someone who's learning how to take care of themselves, an external energy to you, that's what they'd be aiming for, is King of Pentacles, to become stable in every way, really, all round. Let's get something for that Two of Pentacles. So that's your advice. It's again, Two of Pentacles, it can be a card of balance, it can be a card of juggling, deciding. I would say that's about you getting your balance back and warning you about trying to juggle other people's shit. You've got your own stuff to get on with, your own life to balance. You don't need to be balancing anybody else's life as well. You've got the King of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and we will get one more. Okay, yeah, I've got an idea what that means. And the Magician. Yeah, I would say this advice, it's pretty much what I just said. It's a case of you focus on, with the King of Wands, he's very focused on his wand, which is what he's passionate about, what he cares about, what he's doing. That's the energy that you need to embody, to take on. You need to focus on yourself, what you're doing. It doesn't mean be completely selfish, do nothing for no one ever, but make yourself your priority. And then for me, the Eight of Cups is, if there's anybody around you who feels any sort of way because you're focusing on yourself and putting yourself first, then you just have to leave them to go off on their own path. Yeah, that's just what they're going to have to do. But with the Magician, you have the power to create whatever it is that you want, and to do what you want. And you need to reserve your energy for that instead of give to everybody all the time. So yeah, that's the message for you, Cancer. Let's move on to the next sign. I hope that was helpful for you. I would like to finish this video in one go, but I know that I'm taking a little bit longer than I had planned on doing the videos. I was expecting to do each sign about 5 to 10 minutes for each sign, and I think I'm doing more like 20 minutes for each sign. So I need to keep being aware of if it will continue to record or if it's going to run out of space or anything. If I have to do it in 2 parts, I have to do it in 2 parts, but ideally I'd like to do it in one go. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next sign in a second, which is going to be Leo. And it's really funny, the Strength card just popped out when I was trying to put the cards back, so that might be the beginnings of a message, and the Empress trying to come out as well now. So let's see what happens with that. Okay, Leo, it's your turn. And I actually have Leo rising and moon in Leo as well. So I'm actually a Libra Sun and Libra Venus. So I feel like a lot of the time half of me is Libra and half of me is Leo in the way I am. It's quite an interesting combination. Okay, Leo, let's see what your main focal point is. What's going on with you? What's the heart of the matter, the main issue for you at present? You have got the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Your energy and what we need to know about your energy coming into this is Temperance just tried to come out, but not very clearly. So got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, any external energies or anything you need to know that you don't already know. You have the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So you're holding back from something, that's for sure. Something that you care about a lot. Okay, and the guidance. And I feel like you could just hear my stomach rumble, then I haven't eaten. So yes, I am a little bit hungry, I'm sorry. Okay, your advice is the Three of Swords. Right. So yeah, as I was saying, because we've got the Nine of Wands there, it is someone that has, it's like a wounded warrior type energy. Sometimes, and then sometimes to me in this particular card as well, it's someone who's reluctant to do something. Maybe you've had a tough time in the past and you're reluctant to do something because of past experience. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, so there is something you hold very valuable. It could be yourself, to be honest. I'm sorry, I just heard my stomach rumble again. I'm really sorry about that anyway. Maybe you're feeling quite protective about something with that nine. Yeah, you've got the Four of Pentacles there. For me, this is very much, I mean, yes, it is someone holding back or protecting something or being frugal with money or something like that. But for me, I always think holding your cards close to your chest. Let's start getting into clarifiers. Let's firstly clarify the Nine of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. I feel like my stomach is going to ruin the whole video now by rumbling constantly, but bear with me. We have the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles. That to me, okay. You might be feeling quite protective towards something because in the past you haven't been able to trust your intuition, or you may have trusted it and things went to shit anyway, the unexpected happened, or things didn't turn out the way you thought. Let's get one more for that. So you're being a lot more cautious. I think cautious is the key word here. Yeah, I would say from past experience, whatever it is you value now, you may have put it out there before and somehow things didn't go the way you expected. It could be money related, an investment, working with other people, business partnerships, friendships even. Let's clarify that Four of Pentacles. So this is your energy coming in. You're definitely holding your cards close to your chest and in a very protective kind of mode. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles is where you're cautious, which is what I said. You're very slow in doing something, and then the Magician, something you're trying to create. You are being cautious about something and possibly holding back a little bit. Let's get another one for that Four of Pentacles. Five of Swords, yeah, and I would say it's because in the past, I'm sorry if you can't see those, maybe somebody, I can't even think of the right word now, not sabotaged. It is kind of like sabotage, but that's not the word I'm thinking. I can't think of the right word, but I'm going to say someone screwed you over, basically. And yeah, it's not actually funny, so I don't know why I'm laughing about that. But yeah, someone may have screwed you over in the past, so you are being very cautious now. As the external energies, you have the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. You may be cautious if you're going into something, say if it was a business investment with someone, or it could be a relationship with someone, or however it resonates for you. They may be immature or come across as immature or inexperienced, where they're all excited about this new thing, about going ahead with this new thing and just wanting to rush into it. Page of Swords is quite an enthusiastic person that just wants to get on with it. And the Eight of Wands is movement, and it's quick movement as well. They could be all psyched up, ready to go, and you're just holding back. And also there's a communication element here, because Page of Wands can be known to be the messenger, and Eight of Wands can be known as messages, usually, well, not usually, often known as messages of love or something. So if it is a relationship, it could be that in the past you've trusted people and it's just gone to shit, basically. So you're definitely not going to be rushing into anything now. But there may be someone you're involved with who is ready to go forward and just get on with it. As I say, it could be anything. It could be a relationship, it could be a business opportunity, it could be anything. You'll know what it is. Let's clarify that Page of Wands and Eight of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, as I say, whoever this is, as an external energy, or whatever it is as an external energy, it's good to go. It really is good to go. You've got the Wheel of Fortune there, and it's something quite positive as well. You may not trust it, but it looks like it's positive, because the Wheel of Fortune, it's not just change and cycles, but it can be positive change. And because it's with the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands, there's nothing to say it's negative. We've got the Page of Pentacles as well. So whoever this is, or whatever it is, there's already been a small investment, like a beginning to it, and it's quite I'd say quite stable, because it's a pentacle as well. So it's got a good starting point and it's ready to go, and it can go quickly, but you're holding back from it. Let's get one more card to clarify that. I've got a few actually. I wasn't going to take all of them, but I will. Ace of Pentacles. So it does look like it's a solid opportunity, whatever it is, whether it is a relationship, business, investment, whatever. But again, whoever this other person is, if it is another person that's involved, can see that you're kind of going back and forth and just being quite reluctant to go ahead. And I've realised I didn't get you an oracle card, so I'll get one now before I go to the advice. Sorry about that, Leo. Let's see if there's anything else to give us an overview of this energy before I get the final advice card. And what I think I may do is, because the videos are going on so long, I may pause after the next card for Virgo, and then do the video in 2 parts, so that it's not too hard to upload. We'll see. Right, we have make plans and focus. So yeah, I would say you're holding back, but with make plans and focus, follow what the card says. It is a card, just if you're working or dealing with somebody who's inexperienced, then you may need to communicate that with them, that about wanting to take time, and kind of give them an insight into the reasons why as well, why you're holding back, and then there may be a bit more understanding about it if they're trying to rush you into anything. So let's get the advice as the Three of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. Okay, yep, I get it. Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So with that Three of Swords, as I said, things may have gone to shit in the past when you thought you there was something you were getting involved in and you couldn't trust it. With that Page of Swords, this is advice. So you would want to avoid the Three of Swords. The advice isn't telling you to get hurt. The advice is telling you how to avoid, or what you need to do to feel more secure. Page of Swords would be, again, take your time, and the Page of Swords could be a plan as well. Get all of the information you need to feel like things can be successful. And And the information you need, it may mean that you do things and it becomes successful with that 6 of Wands, or it may mean that there's something missing from the idea, from relationship, whatever, and you decide, no, this isn't for me, and you go off and choose a different path altogether. So yeah, I hope that's helpful to you. But yeah, you are really holding back, and you just need to get a bit more information, think it through a bit more, and then you should feel more secure. But I would say don't let the fact that things may have gone wrong in the past to completely hold you back, because if you don't try something, you don't know, do you? So, okay, Leo, that's your message. I hope that was helpful to you. So next we're going to move on to Virgo. It's going to be interesting if that candle actually lasts through the whole bunch of readings, through all 12 readings. It's supposed to be a 4-hour candle, so we'll see what happens. The reason I have the candle there is because I feel like it helps me focus. Like, I find candles really relaxing, and yeah, it just helps me to focus. And the crystals I have there, the purple one, big purple one, is amethyst. This one is moonstone, and this one is chalcedony. And then I just have a little bottle with some salt, some natural salt, and some sage, to just clear the energies, basically. So okay, so we're going to move on to Virgo in a second, or a few seconds. Okay, so Virgo, it's your turn. See what messages come up for you. Okay, Virgo, let's see what your main theme or focus is. What's going on with you, Virgo? Justice, that's a nice card to come out, and that came out very easily as well compared to the other readings that I've done. Okay, what's your energy coming into this? What do we need to know about your energy in this? Wheel of Fortune. It's a lot of a big indication of karma, or the end of a karmic cycle. And I don't mean in the sense of good or bad specifically, just in general. So any external energies that are relevant, or information that's relevant to this, to what's happening. Two of Pentacles. And guidance, please. This has come out very, very smoothly, Virgo. I'm not saying I know exactly what it means yet, but with the other readings that I've done so far, it was a bit, either it was difficult for the cards to come out, or they flew out and I had to put them back. But this is very smooth. Very, very smooth. Let's get you an oracle card. So what oracle card do we get for Virgo? Trust your talents in changing times. Okay, Virgo. I'm already getting a sense that you've come to the end of a phase of having to make a decision, maybe, or making certain decisions, and you've probably chosen what direction you want to go in. Let's just clarify it and then we can get more information on that. That will make it a bit clearer. I would say that things are definitely, luck is probably on your side at this point in time. So for the Justice card, what do we get to clarify? Knight of Pentacles, which I believe is a Virgo card, if I'm correct. And that's a card of just of being committed to, it could be a path or a choice. Taking it step by step and being committed to where you're going and what you're trying to do. And doing things right, doing things the right way as well. Two of Wands, and remember what I said about you may have come to the end of a point of choosing a path. So you might have it might be about choosing the right path, possibly. Let's get one more clarifier for that. You may feel that you're finally choosing the right path and you're committed to that. Yeah, I would say so. You've got the Devil and the Seven of Cups. That's 100% confusion, meaning that that's what you're leaving. I think that you've made a choice of what you're going to commit to. So the Two of Wands, that would be the choice. And yeah, you may have left something behind that was unhealthy or confusing, or you may have left fear behind, confusion behind. And I would say you've got that trust your talents in changing times card. So you are trusting yourself. And the Wheel is things have changed, haven't they? Or they are changing. So let's clarify that Wheel of Fortune. You've got the Five of Swords, so that would be difficulties that you've been through. It could be people that created conflict, situations that created conflict. It could be mental conflict for you. Ace of Wands, I would say that's where it's a new spark. That would definitely be a new spark for you. This is your energy. Let's get another clarifier for that one. We have the Knight of Swords. So I would say you definitely know what you believe in now. You know what your truth is. I don't have anything else to say about that apart from the fact that it just looks like that things are changing for you, or you've changed things and you've got a new spark. You know what your truth is, you know who you are, you know what you want, and you're going forward with that. Let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. That's any external energy. So that could be people or situations that are trying to or have tried to keep you juggling a little bit, going back and forth, whether it's physically, mentally, with the day-to-day. It could be the day-to-day, to be honest, the day-to-day things that have kept you juggling. But now, as I say, it's like you've chosen your path and you are trusting in yourself. So let's clarify that Two of Pentacles a bit more. You've got the Two of Cups and the King of Pentacles. I'm just thinking what this is. Just bear with me. Let's get one more for that. I have a thought, but Six of Pentacles. this almost looks like, say if you're in a relationship with somebody who was a bit wishy-washy, that they've now grown up a bit and become more stable and they're ready to commit. I mean, we got Justice here. That is a card of commitment. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of commitment. And the King of Pentacles is someone who commits. You've got the Two of Cups. That is a connection. What's become fair for you could be that someone has decided to commit to you that you've been with, where things have been confusing before. There's been a bit of mental conflict. Maybe you've had to put your foot down and that's you brought the change about in the situation. Or it could even be a friendship, possibly. A work relationships, but it looks like, I feel like it's you that's brought the change because you've made a choice about how you want things to be. You trust yourself, you know your truth. And that's made things more, or the external energies, has made the external energies more stable. I mean, you've got the Six of Pentacles here, that's give and take, commitment. Whatever was unbalanced with the Two of Pentacles, it knows, or it has had to become more balanced to suit you because you trust yourself. Let's look at that Three of Wands and the Strength card as your guidance. We have the Three of Wands. Sorry, not Three of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. I was looking at that Three of Wands a lot. Nine of Swords and the Hierophant. I mean, Three of Wands, it is a card of your ships coming in, putting energy out and getting something back in return. Your ship, again, ships coming in. And having the courage to do it as well, and resilience with that Strength card. Courage and resilience with the Strength card. Commitment is the big word that's coming up with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant as well. I'm getting commitment. So, I mean, you get the Nine of Swords in between, which can be a little bit of anxiety. But I would say if there is any anxiety in committing to something, with that Strength card, that's 100% overcome, because again, it's courage, isn't it? So whatever you're trusting and whatever you're committing to, I mean, your talents is not just, for me, it's not just physical talents. Like, say if it was job related, that your talent is, I don't know, you're an artist. Your talents is part of your personality. It's how you deal with things. Like, for example, a talent is being a good negotiator, which actually Virgo probably, I'd say Libra's probably more of a negotiator, but Virgo could be too. And from the experience of the Virgos that I know quite a few Virgos, and they are very likable, tactical people. And the ones that I know will tell it like it is, but people respect them a lot. They know how to talk to people, and they're quite well respected. They don't put up with any shit, but they are very loved and respected for it. And that's a talent in itself, knowing how to talk to people. So yeah, the advice I would say is, I'd say continue as you go in. If you're not already at a point of having courage and resilience, then just to work on that a little bit more. And with the Three of Wands, because that was standing out so much, I'm feeling like it's a give what you get, or get what you give kind of energy as well, and have the courage to do that. But it looks like things are probably going reasonably well for you, to be honest. I can't see anything negative. Just trust yourself. Trust that you will get what you give. Have the courage to do that. I hope that makes sense, Virgo. It does sound slightly confusing, but hopefully that made sense to you. So we will move on. And it is looking like I may be able to record all of the videos in one go, but all of the messages in one go for each sign. hopefully I've got enough time to do it as well. So we're going to be moving on to Libra next. Okay. Just shuffle things up a bit more, Libra. And as I said, I'm a Libra sun and Venus in Libra, and I have quite a few other placements in Libra as well, like Mercury, and I can't remember the others without looking at my birth chart, but I've got a lot of Libra in me. So Libra, let's see what is happening for you and me. Let's see what comes out for us Librans. Okay, what's our focal point, Libra? I need to say you instead of us. I mean, I know I'm included, but let's see, Libra, what's coming out as the main focal point or the heart of the matter. What's going on here? We have the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Hopefully you can see those just about. And then for energy, your energy coming into this, Seven of Wands. Any external energies? Oh, yeah, I know what this means, and it does relate to me, so I'm sorry if I'm only picking up on my own energy, but it might relate to other Libras as well. And the guidance for this. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see what the Oracle card is for us. Okay, so the Oracle card for Libra is the same card that Virgo got. Trust your talents. Yeah, I 100% know where we're going here. So Libra, focal point, we have the Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So this could strongly relate to your spiritual beliefs and your spiritual path, or just your path in life in general. With the Seven of Cups, yes, it is a card of looking at different perspectives. It can relate to dreams, as in dreams when we sleep, or dreams as in the things we pursue and we desire. And with the Seven of Cups, you're reviewing or assessing what the dream is, or if it's worth going for, how do you do it. Seven of Pentacles, a question of it's where you put your time, energy and effort. If you've already put time, energy and effort into something, if it's worth continuing, if it's worth putting time, effort and energy into. And then the Hierophant, yes, it can be commitment, tradition, it's a spiritual teacher. So yeah, as I say, it could relate to your, it's where you're assessing your spiritual path, your life path, you know, those sorts of things. And then you've got the trust your talents in changing time. So there is a need already for you to, whatever it is you believe, because the Hierophant can be beliefs as well, or choices you're making, where what your aspirations are, what you want to pursue, you have to trust yourself and trust your ability to go ahead and do it. So we've got the Seven of Wands here. Now, the Seven of Wands, it can be resistance, but it can also be being defensive or protective. A lot of the times I see the Seven of Wands as it's someone protecting something sacred. And then if it's an issue of beliefs being in this, or just your choices in general, then I would say you are feeling quite protective towards them. protective against other people's opinions, points of views, what they feel you should do, that sort of thing. Let's clarify that Seven of Wands, and that just flew out really easily, the World. So yeah, you probably have completed one cycle and you're going into a new cycle now. Maybe you've decided what your beliefs are and you are hella protective of them. Basically, you're very, very protective of them. You don't want anyone coming in telling you what to do and shoving their nose in your business, basically. We've got the Empress, sorry, I was going to say the Hierophant then, I don't know why. The Empress, well, she's a mother, isn't she? She's nurturing, she is protective. And this Empress, I don't believe is pregnant, but if she was pregnant, then she would be protective towards the baby that she's carrying. And for some reason, I'm feeling like the Seven of Wands and the Empress are kind of the same thing here, just a different way of showing it. Very protective energy. And she's abundant as well. And, you know, the Empress, I don't even think there are any questions about trust. She just follows her instincts and does what needs to be done for things to work. And it's not about success, it's just for things to be as they are meant to be. Let's get one more card for that. The King of Pentacles. So this is your energy, Libra. So you are by protecting whatever it is you believe or your path or your choices, you're creating stability. You're working on your stability all around in your whole life, with everything in your whole life. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know why this has come up, with the Empress there as well, because of how protective you are being of your path, you could also be attracting, if you are looking for a partner, you could be attracting a stable partner because of this energy that you're exuding and putting out into the universe. You could be attracting someone who's King of Pentacles, but it feels more like it's you just focusing on your stability and protecting your own, everything about your life, basically. External energies, you have the Hanged Man, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. And I would say, in relation to you, it's where other people may have, they will have their own beliefs. And they may try to, because remember I said Five of Wands, well, you wouldn't have watched another reading, probably not, so you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But Five of Wands, this one is literally a tug of war, and there is conflict in the Five of Wands, and can be confusion. This could be other people who, they don't understand what you believe, which is fine, because we don't all have to understand or agree with what everybody else believes anyway. We just need to respect them and let them get on with it, basically. But this is where other people could, it's like kind of tugging at your conscience or your beliefs, and they might be narrow-minded with that Four of Pentacles, because the Four of Pentacles, it can be cards close to your chest, it can be someone being protective, but it can be someone that's closed off or narrow-minded as well. So this may be external energies, people who, because of their own beliefs, they try to create sort of misunderstanding or confusion around your beliefs, and they're narrow-minded, so they just don't get it, possibly. Let's look at clarifiers for that first, and then we'll go to the advice card. Oh, that's far too many. I can't take all of that out. Sorry, that was like 6 cards. That's a lot. Yep, we can feel that that conflict within the cards, like too many came out, then when I tried to shuffle it didn't want to shuffle itself, so let's get a little bit more. We have the Fool. What else? Again, too many cards flipped up. Right, quite a few came out, but I'm taking the one that flipped up. We've got the Queen of Cups. So that could be, with the Fool, that could be how they view you. And I don't mean, well, it could mean foolish actually, but I wasn't thinking that initially. It could mean that they view your views, you know, like say if you were someone that decided to come out of the broom closet, as in you feel that you're a witch. They look at you as if you've gone mad, basically. And the Queen of Cups suggests that a lot of these people probably don't have negative intentions. The Queen of Cups can be, I was going to say, no, the Queen of Cups is more of an empath and an intuitive, whereas the Queen of Wands is usually the witch. But say if you're a psychic, for example, the Queen of Cups would be considered a psychic. Say if you came out and announced that you're a psychic or made it known that you're a psychic, people are looking at you as if, what the hell is she talking about? So it could be that, or it could be that the people that are looking at you and being narrow-minded or have opinions that are causing you confusion, they probably have good intentions at the heart of it, but that doesn't mean they get to tell you what to do, even if they have good intentions. It could be your mother, your own mother, or someone who's a mother figure. They still don't have the right to tell you what to believe and to tell you that what you believe in is stupid or silly or ridiculous or doesn't make sense. That's not their choice. And vice versa, if they had a belief, as long as nobody's getting harmed in the process, that you thought was completely outrageous and ridiculous, you don't have the right to, to tell them it's wrong. I mean, obviously, if you're concerned for their safety, you would tell them that. But other than that, you shouldn't be interfering in their business in that particular way. So let's get another clarifier for those cards for the external energies. Okay, Ten of Wands and Page of Pentacles. I would say that they would probably, it's almost like they feel burdened by your new opportunity, decision, beliefs. I'd say that's you with the Page of Pentacles. And they feel burdened by it, and I don't know why people feel burdened by other people's choices that they disagree with. That's still something I'm trying to wrap my head around myself. I don't know why people feel that way. Or they look at you and think that what you're doing or what you believe now is somehow going to be burdensome to you. They feel that what you're investing in is a burden to them or to you somehow. Let's look at the advice with the Magician. I mean, the Magician is a card of confidence. It's a card of you can create anything you want. So, and the oracle card we got was trust your talents in changing times. So I would say trust in your abilities if you're on a new spiritual path or you're trying different things in life. Trust your ability to do it. But also, I said in the Virgo reading, I think it was, your talents. Talents is not just the things you can physically do, practical abilities. It's the way you deal with people and the way you deal with situations as well, like maybe being diplomatic or having your boundaries. Trust that you can do what you're doing and deal with the other people's responses to it as well. Let's clarify the Magician and then I'll finish the message off. And that came out rather quickly. Right, we've got the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. So you're the Magician here, or you need to be. And you're moving forward. You need to focus on keeping balance within yourself, regardless of what other people say and think, which can be hard if you're off on your new path and the people that you love and care about just think you've gone completely nuts, basically. You need to have balance. And I think the way you'll do that, Knight of Pentacles is commit. Knight of Pentacles is commitment. Commit to yourself, commit to your path. And then you can do it. You can get through it. Let's just get one more clarifier, although I don't think I need it. And two more come out. Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords and Nine of Wands. I don't know why I feel like the Seven of Swords is people talking about you behind your back, but that's what came up. If that's something that happens, I mean, one, you probably won't know about it if they're talking about you behind your back, but even if you do know about it, whether you do know about it or don't know about it, don't worry about it. It's not your concern. Nine of Wands, if it feels like it gets tough, if people try to interfere or have differing opinions, you've just got to keep going, stay committed and stand for what you believe in, and just trust that you have the ability to deal with all of it, everything. Okay, Libra, we're going to leave it there. I hope that made sense and it was useful. And yes, that message was very relevant to me as well, 100%. And I was trying to look at the different perspectives of it as well. I actually feel like I've come out of the spiritual closet myself. So yeah, I've got quite a few religious people in my family, and you do worry. Although I haven't broadcast my path to everyone, I think people have seen little bits and pieces of me that where they realize what sort of stuff I'm into. Like they've seen my crystals, or they may have seen my decks, and they realize that I'm into some non-traditional stuff, and they may have formed opinions about that. And yes, as much as I try to be a free spirit and think for myself, when it's people that you're very, very close to, you don't want them to think you're doing something wrong. So yeah, that's something I'm working on, to try and not focus on that so much and just get on with what I'm doing and still have love and respect for them. But we each have our own paths, don't we? Okay, Libra, next, you're done. So next is Scorpio. Scorpio, let's see what comes out for you. I'm just going to have a quick drink of water because I've been talking for an hour and over an hour and a half now. Okay, Scorpio, what's going on with you at the minute? What's the focal point for you? Okay, you've got the High Priestess and the Four of Pentacles, and the first thing that's coming to mind is like blocked intuition or something, or a huge secret. You'll know what that means to you, or some kind of hidden information, or information that's been kept from someone. Yeah. So your energy within this, what do we need to know about your energy within this, Scorpio? Too many cards, but I will take the ones that have turned, the ones that have fallen face up, which is the Moon and the Nine of Wands, which doesn't even surprise me because it kind of goes with the High Priestess and the Four of Pentacles. It's almost as if there's something secret or some information there. I don't know if someone's protecting the information, or you feel like if it comes out, sorry, you can hear my stomach rumbling again. If the information comes out, yeah, it's going to be a problem. So that's why things are hidden. But yeah, with that High Priestess, Four of Pentacles and the Moon, those are all cards of things being hidden or protected, or just, yeah, not known. Let's get any external energies with regard to this that we need to know about. The Hierophant, again, the Hierophant is all over the place. And we are now going to look at the guidance and advice for you. We've got too many cards to be advice, so just bear with me. And we have the Three of Wands. And we will get you an oracle card as well. You have the Moon. Oh, wow. Take note of intuitive messages. You've got the High Priestess, the Moon, and the Moon as an oracle card. What is going on with you? You've got a lot of spiritual stuff in here with that Hierophant as well. Okay, I'm going to get straight into clarifying the High Priestess. It's like, as I said, it could be that your intuition is somehow blocked, or you're blocking some information. or you're keeping a secret, but I am getting a vibe that it's more like you're blocking information. You're not trusting your intuition on something. Clarify the High Priestess and the Four of Pentacles, please. Try that again. High Priestess and Four of Pentacles to clarify. Right, we have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Swords. I'd say you've cut yourself off from the past or something to do with the past. With the Six of Cups being the past and Ten of Swords is the ending. Seven of Cups looks like confusion about something to do with the past. You've cut yourself off from the past, maybe because there's something here where you might be blocking something out or blocking some information out, and that's, I'm getting a defensive energy from that Nine of Wands. It's almost like, you know, if there was a secret or there was something, you get a feeling that something's going on. Like, okay, I'm not saying this is exactly what it is, but this is the only thing I can think of. You know, if you suspected your partner was having an affair, like you had a gut feeling that your partner was having an affair. And sorry, yeah, there we go. Oh no, it doesn't want to. Okay, there we go. Sorry, it was just gone blurry. Lost focus. Yeah, that confusion. It's almost as if you kind of suspect they're having an affair, and technically you could, there was an easy way to find out. Like, you could ask their best friend, because the best friend would probably know, or you suspect the best friend knows or something, or you could check their phone, or there's some easy way that you could find out the truth, but you kind of blocking it. It's almost like you don't want to know, so it's causing more confusion or something. It's really weird. It's a weird like you're avoiding the truth or something. So yeah, as the focus, as I say, it's like you're blocking something that you've got a gut feeling about, but you're blocking it. And then with Six of Cups, something from the past ending. That's quite, I'm not sure how that relates, if I'm being honest with you. Let's clarify the Moon and Nine of Wands. We have the King of Wands, the Hermit, and the Knight of Swords. Clarifying the Moon and the Nine of Wands. If you just bear with me, because that is quite difficult to decipher. And this is your energy. It could be, going back to that example, because I'm not saying this is what it is. If you suspected someone was having an affair, your partner was having an affair, you may actually know what they're doing, but you're keeping your mouth shut about it, and you're not sharing what you know with anyone. That Six of Cups in the initial focal point, if it was a relationship or a friendship or something, it would be someone from your past that you've been with for a long time. And maybe you are ready to end the situation. Seven of Cups would be, maybe you're keeping your mouth shut because you don't quite know how to end it, or if you want to end it. With the Moon and the Nine of Wands, again, it's like you're protecting a secret, possibly. Like you're protecting a secret. And then you've got the King of Wands, the Hermit, and Knight of Swords. So if it was that kind of situation where you wanted to get out of that kind of situation, I'd say that was it, a relationship where there's an affair or something. It's like you're planning. Because the King of Wands is someone that would plan, would make plans to do something. The Hermit is introspection, and going off on your own journey. And then the Knight of Swords is your truth. So it almost feels like you're protecting a secret because you're making plans on how to move forward. And you've, as I say, you've got the Moon as take note of intuitive messages. So that would be to trust your gut feeling. Okay, the Hierophant as an external energy. The word tradition is coming up strongly in my mind, and then you've got the Fool, which is the opposite of tradition. So maybe you want to do something, you want to step out of tradition. Oh, sorry, this is an external energy. And as I say, the word tradition is coming up. But maybe that's something you want to move away from. You want to move away from that tradition with the Fool. Maybe the Fool is you. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. So there's something I feel like that. I know it's the Hierophant has come up as an external energy, but I feel like there's a desire to move away, to change that, to move away from it maybe, to... Let's have a look again, get another clarifier. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. If there's something where you're hiding a secret because you're trying to figure out how to move away from something or move on from something, you might be trying to figure out how to make it work so that Five of Pentacles would be poverty, and then the Ten of Pentacles is going to be the exact opposite of poverty, and it's where you have everything, you have all the resource you need, you have the stability you need, and you might be keeping your mouth shut because you want to make sure that you end up with the Ten of Pentacles rather than the Five of Pentacles. And it doesn't necessarily mean rich, it just means stable and having everything that you need, as opposed to moving on from a situation and ending up with nothing. But yeah, I feel like with this Hierophant, that's something that you would want to, you'd probably want to move away from. It's an energy that feels like it's probably something that is keeping you trapped, possibly. Let's clarify the Three of Wands. I mean, that is looking off into the distance. It's looking for your ships to come in. It's looking for something new. This is the advice. Seven of Swords. That's, as I say, it can be lies, it can be deceit, but it can also be escape plan. That's a word that's come to mind a lot when I've got the Seven of Swords in readings recently. And then with that Three of Wands, it almost looks like looking off into the horizon, sorry, trying to think, how do I go out there? Where can I go? You know? Anything else with that Three of Wands? We have the Emperor and the Three of Wands again. It's about taking control, I think, with the Emperor card and Three of Wands. It's coming up with a plan, because Seven of Swords can be a plan as well if it's not to do with deceit and lies. It could be escaping a lie as well. I mean, the Seven of Swords could be lies. The Emperor could be something that's keeping you trapped and you're trying to escape that. Or because it's advice, I would say it's more about considering your other options, that there's a big wide world out there. Whatever it is you're involved in, you can, there are other things that you can do, other places that you can go, you can move on if you need to move on from something, and to come up with a plan, take control, come up with a plan. This whole secrecy thing, it may be necessary if you feel like you're in danger. in any way, you may feel like, and that Nine of Wands, sometimes to me it looks like someone that has been in danger or could be in danger. There does look like there's a little bit of fear there. You may have to remain quiet just to feel safe or to stay safe, but trust that you can figure things out, and come up with a plan, take control, and just know that I'm getting the word free now with that Three of Wands, free. You can have your freedom to do what you want to do. Okay, Scorpio, we're going to finish with you, and we are going to do Sagittarius. That felt slightly intense, to be honest. Yeah, that was a little bit intense. Okay, so we're going to do Sagittarius next. Okay, Sagittarius, your turn. So we're going to see what comes up for you. What's your focal point? Okay, Sagittarius, you have Justice and the Two of Wands as your focal point, your energy coming into things. What is your energy coming into things? You got the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords. Okay, and any external energies relating to this? Try that again, because that seemed to come out a bit too easily. You have the King of Cups and any guidance. Knight of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. Let's pull these down a bit and we'll get you an oracle card. Are you choosing whether or not to commit to someone, Sagittarius? There was one of the other readings I did, there was an issue of commitment, and I can't remember which one it was now. It could have been Leo. I'm not sure. I'd have to check, but one of them, there was an issue of commitment in that one as well. There might be a connection there. And you have Be Fearless and Stand Strong as your oracle card. So I feel like there's a decision that you need to make, but obviously you're going to want the fair outcome, or a fair outcome. Your energy is the Two of Swords and Five of Swords, so you probably have a bit of worry about with making a decision again, if it's going to be fair to you, I would say, maybe to everyone involved. Let's start clarifying. So the Two of Wands and Justice, what do we get for that? We get you have two cards. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. This may be related to the other reading where I picked up the energy, and I can't remember what sign it was, where someone wasn't committing to another person. And it was leaving them in limbo, basically. And the Hanged Man did kind of show itself when I was shuffling. Let's see what other clarifiers we get. 7 of Swords and 5 of Cups. Okay. Do you feel like you're on your own in something, Sagittarius? Or like you're having to make a decision, a fair decision by yourself, and it feels like a bit of a burden? Maybe you don't see, this is going along with the same, the other reading, where not knowing where someone stands, and it's causing you sorrow. So 9 of Pentacles, it is a card of independence and having what you need. But I always say it's like you have everything you need, but not necessarily what you want. And it feels like 10 of Wands, there's some kind of burden in that. 7 of Swords, here, it's looking like you probably feel like you're a bit in the dark about something. You don't know the whole truth about something. And I would say with the 5 of Cups, that's causing you some kind of grief, sadness, sorrow. So as I say, it's like there's a decision that needs to be made, or you're making a decision, but maybe you feel like you're on your own in it. 2 of Swords, 5 of Swords. I mean, I did say in the other reading, the Hanged Man was a limbo card of being in limbo sometimes, but with its 2 of Swords, that can be someone being in limbo as well. I mean, you've got the Moon there, that's like secrets, the unknown. You've got the 2 Swords, 2 truths. All you've got is your intuition. You're blindfolded as well, so all you've got is your intuition. For this, you get the World, Temperance, and the 10 of Pentacles. And then you've got the 5 of Swords. So maybe you could be this 2 of Swords where you don't know 100% what's going on. And maybe you feel like somebody else with that 5 of Swords is not being fair to you. Maybe you feel like they're not being completely honest, or they're being a bit manipulative. Maybe they appear to be manipulative to you. Sorry, you didn't see those clarifiers, did you? With the World, I'd say you want to come out of that cycle. Temperance would be sort of bringing things together, having more harmony. And then 10 of Pentacles is having stability. So you may feel like you're in a 2 of Swords energy where you just don't know what the hell is going on. Even if you have your intuition, it's just not clear. Or maybe your intuition is what is telling you that someone's being unfair. You feel like someone's being unfair here. We've got the King of Cups, though, which is somebody who has strong feelings. And the jury's out on this, because I know sometimes it can be said that the King of Cups has strong feelings but doesn't reveal what they feel. But then at the same time, I always think of the King of Cups as being someone who's emotionally mature and emotionally intelligent. So then they would easily be able to express themselves emotionally. But let's see what clarifiers you get for that, because that's an external energy. So that could be, if it's a relationship, whether it's platonic or family or romantic, that could be someone that you're dealing with. We've got the King of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, 7 of Wands and Knight of Cups. So this person, clearly with the King of Pentacles, they're quite stable and committed. We've got the 3 of Cups there. I know that some people see it as third party energy, but I always see it more as support and friendship. And for me, that's what I'm getting. So you've got someone who's stable, supportive, 7 of Wands. That could be someone who's protective, or it could be somebody who's a little bit well, yeah, protective of their own emotions, probably. So they're committed and they're supportive, but maybe they haven't shared exactly how they feel. And that could be why you're feeling like something's not fair to you, possibly. And I'm looking back at that Be Fearless and Stand Strong card, and that would make you feel fearful if you're not 100% certain how someone feels. And yes, you would feel like you're on your own as well in doing something. You feel like you don't know the whole truth. Let's clarify the advice as the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So again, that's commitment and slow. Okay, is someone moving really slow in a relationship? I think I did get that possibly in another reading. Knight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, yeah, where someone's moving really slow and it just leaves you feeling like there's nothing because they're so slow. It's just like, are we even really involved? You know, your pace might not match. It could be that they're going too slow. It could be that you want things to go too fast. It could just be that you just move at different paces. Let's clarify the advice, the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So we've got the Two of Wands. It could be that someone has deep feelings, but they're not as committed as they need to be. I mean, maybe with this King of Cups, we've got the King of Pentacles. Yes, they could be stable, but maybe they need to be more committed. Maybe they need to be more supportive. And they're just not showing everything they have to give. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. We've got Two of Wands so far as a clarifier. The Magician. I would say initially that's coming up as needing to commit or to show properly that you can commit, and then, you know, making it official kind of thing, and then you can move forward and create what you want to create together. Yeah, we've got the Lovers there. That's a strong connection. And the Knight of Pentacles. So I would say if this is about a relationship, whatever kind it is, probably more so romantic, there's a need to choose to be committed to it, to choose to be all in, basically. Because just because someone has feelings, it doesn't mean that they're doing anything about those feelings or expressing them fully. I mean, you've got Be Fearless and Stand Strong, you know, and the energies could be reversed. It could be that you're the one that's not showing or expressing how fully committed you are, but it does look more like it's the other person. But yeah, the advice is to commit to expressing fully, I think would be the main advice, and then you can move forward and things will work out better, and just be courageous about it. And then obviously whoever's the person here who's feeling in that Two of Swords, Five of Swords energy where things aren't fair and they just want things to be harmonious, then that will resolve that problem. So I hope that message was helpful to you, Sagittarius. I'm now going to stop recording, take a break, and I will resume the recordings. Okay, Capricorn, what is the focal point or heart of the matter for your reading today? We have Justice again and the Four of Wands. So, I mean, looking at that just in itself, and I'm not saying this is what it means straight away, but that looks like a marriage contract, because you've got Justice, which can be contracts, and then Four of Wands is often seen as a marriage ceremony, or it's to do with the home, or just creating some sort of stability. So it's almost looking straight off like a marriage. But let's not jump to conclusions yet. Let's move this down a little bit. Okay, and next we'll get your energy coming into this. Nine of Pentacles, and that would be a single person's card. Well, it's often seen as the card meaning a single independent person. Any external energies? I'm not certain about the way that fell out. It was the Magician. If it comes out again, it's meant to be, but it sort of fell out like a drunk person out of the deck rather than came out for certain. So external energies for this. Anything we need to know regarding external energies? We have the Tower. Wow. Okay. And then as the guidance, okay, Capricorn, this is taking a while for the guidance to come out. So what's going on here? I always think things that happen around the reading are part of the reading. Like sometimes if I'm reading for someone, like recently my ears started burning. It literally felt like they were on fire. And in the halfway through the reading, I had to ask the person, do you feel like people are talking about you behind your back? And they were, yep, 100%. But that sensation, I've never had a burning sensation like that. Right. We've had a bunch come out. The only one that came out upright was the Wheel. So I am going to take the Wheel. I'm not going to take the others because it's too many, considering this is just the general part of the spread and not the clarifying part. And we will also take an oracle card for you as well. It could be a difficult change. There could be a difficult change involved, should I say. With the cards being so difficult to come out. Yeah, that was slightly odd, but noticeable. Okay, let's get your oracle card, Capricorn. Overview of this reading with an oracle card. Surround yourself with protective energy. Okay. I'm going to start clarifying. Yeah, I'm going to start clarifying this one because this is not clear cut. And I want to be certain of what I'm talking about. So, as I say, initially the Four of Wands, Justice looked like a marriage contract. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, that is single energy, to be honest with you. I mean, yes, it can be like abundance, as in individual abundance, having everything you need. But let's see. Let's see what else comes out. I mean, Four of Wands also, because it's to do with home, it could be buying a new home as well. Because that is a contract, isn't it? A mortgage or buying a house is a form of contract. But let's see what we get for that Four of Wands. Okay, we got the Two of Wands. And we also got the Tower again. What the hell is going on with you, Capricorn? Or in your life? Five of Cups. Wow. Are you trying to be single? I mean, I got something similar, like divorce energy in another reading, but are you choosing that or deciding whether you want to be single or not? And to break a marriage contract, or not marriage specifically, but you know, common law now, you don't have to be legally married. Let's clarify that Nine of Pentacles. It definitely looks like there's something about a contract here where there's some form of stability already involved, and there's a decision about whether to tear it apart. That just sounds a bit dramatic, doesn't it? To tear it down. I'm just getting the word demolition in my head at the minute. Literally demolition. and it is going to cause grief if this thing is demolished. Okay, let's go into that Nine of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Yep, Three of Swords, sorry. Yeah, that doesn't look good. That's your energy coming in. So I don't know if you're making a decision to break a contract, a relationship contract, or if it's already happened. And this is where the in-depth readings are more useful, because with the in-depth readings, I would look at the past, the present and the future, as well as these cards that I've got here now. Let's get a bit more for that Nine of Pentacles. It's a difficult, if there's a decision to be made by you, it's a difficult one. It's not easy, that's for sure. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and which I always see that the Queen of Pentacles for me is like a major version of the Nine of Pentacles. And that's a Capricorn card as well. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, and I'm hearing the word, oh, I'm hearing independence and better off alone. I'm hearing a song, actually. I can't even remember who the artist is, but it's a song called Better Off. I don't know if the title's called Better Off Alone, but it's like a dance tune. If you are in a commitment, in a marriage, or a committed relationship, you literally could be contemplating if you are better off on your own being single, and if it is worth the effort that you, if the relationship is worth the effort that you're putting in. You might be contemplating, would you be able to achieve more or be more stable alone as the Queen of Pentacles? And this isn't about gender, as whether you're female or male, but just in general. Because again, as I always say, the Queen of Pentacles, she has value, she is value, she knows what she values, and she knows she values herself, but there's a question about external things, of the value and worth of external things. So you could literally be contemplating if you should end a relationship, get divorced, move out. There's definitely an independence thought running through my head with this. And home is coming into it a lot because of that Four of Wands. I mean, it could even be, if it's not a relationship, it could be that you are a young person or younger person. And not necessarily young either, just someone that lives with their parents, or you live with housemates or whoever, and you're deciding if you would be better off branching out on your own. You might be looking at a new house or something, but it does feel like a huge decision, and there's going to be hurt involved. And it may sound silly if it is to do with parents and like moving out and stuff like that. To some it may sound ridiculous, but from personal experience, it can be painful if you've got a good relationship with your parents. It can be painful for them, you leaving, because they're used to having you around, and until you become a parent you don't really understand the attachment as much. But it can be very painful, and it is a massive change, because the Tower is a massive change, isn't it? It doesn't sound like it on paper, but it is. So let's get a bit more clarity. So yeah, I think it's that I really feel like it's to do with home. I could say maybe it's work, etc., etc., but I feel like it's home, and whether that's home life with your family as in spouse, or family as in relatives, it feels like there's something relevant there with the home and the family, of something being demolished there and you contemplating your own independence. Let's clarify that Tower as external energies. And yeah, as I was saying, it could be very painful if, say, if it was a parent. Obviously, if it's a spouse and you leave them, that's going to be painful. If it's a parent as well, even friends, it could be painful for them. Tower, it's a massive change. Let's get more clarification on that Tower. We have the Four of Pentacles. That feels like someone holding on. And the Eight of Cups would be someone going off on their own adventure, feeling like something's missing. Let's get one more clarifier for that. Either way, regardless of what you're doing, it is a massive change and it's a difficult one. Yeah, going off on your own adventure again, or, you know, moving on, basically moving on, moving out. But I feel like this Tower energy, it would be the change itself of moving, but I feel like if this is a person, represents a person's feelings that they are holding on, and they don't really want to let go, but you look like you're off. You're off to go and do your own thing. And where we've got it, surround yourself with protective energy in the Oracle card as well. Because you've got the Tower come up twice, that sounds very explosive. And you've got two cards of hurt and being in pain. You've got the Five of Cups here and the Three of Swords there. That's someone who is very hurt. I mean, it could be partly your energy, but if it's somebody else, if you're planning on leaving someone, whoever that person is, family, friendship, whatever, leaving a home or something, they could get quite explosive or be very explosive towards you emotionally because you're going, and that may be why you need to surround yourself with protective energy. Or it could be that you're leaving because things are already explosive and you've already been through pain. I mean, it could be if you're in a family home, maybe you don't get on with your parents, maybe you argue all the time, or if you've got roommates, maybe it's just pure arguments all the time and drama and dramatic shit has happened. It could have been that something dramatic happened and that's why you're having to leave and branch out on your own in the first place. But yeah, you do need to protect yourself and just, I'm not sure how you can do that, but if you're aware of it, you'll know how and what needs to be done. Let's clarify the wheel as your advice. I mean, that's just saying to allow the wheel to turn, to allow the cycle to take place. So if you are resisting or doubting or deliberating back and forth between should I go, should I stay, the wheel is definitely saying let the wheel turn. I mean, obviously trust your own intuition. You know what's going on in your life, what's right, what's the best decision for you. But here it's the wheel is turning, or allow the wheel to turn. That didn't come out that clearly. It was the Knight of Wands, but it came out in a weird way. It didn't really flip properly or anything. Okay, we have the Chariot and the Eight of Swords. So yeah, definitely the wheel is turning. The Chariot is, to me, it just says move on, free yourself. The Eight of Swords is where you'd need to be free from whatever it is. And it doesn't mean that anyone else involved is a bad person, but it may or may not mean that, but for certain it means that you need to move on. And there's something here where you're probably feeling a bit trapped, restricted, I would say, for sure. There's something where you have a sense of being able to do more or achieve more independently, I think. Anything else for the guidance, please? Oh, we've had three more. We have the Magician, the Hanged Man, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, again, you have to take control. The Magician, to me, I'm getting control. I know that's not, probably wouldn't be the initial interpretation of the Magician. Or would it actually? Because the Magician has control over the elements and his resources. So yeah, it's about taking control, because I'm getting that limbo vibe again with the Hanged Man. And the Two of Pentacles is that back and forth choice of do I, don't I? Again, juggling day-to-day life or whatever situations are going on. And here with the Chariot and the Magician in particular, you have to take control. You have to move on. You have to do what you have to do. Don't be held back. Don't let anyone or anything keep you in limbo or just hold you back. And whatever you need to do to protect yourself while you make your decision, while you take action, then do that. Okay, Capricorn, hopefully that made sense and hopefully that helped. So we're done with your reading now. Hope that you're enjoying the video. As I said before, it's the first official video that I'm making for the channel. So hopefully someone out there can relate to it and connect with it somehow, and it's giving them some kind of useful insight. And the purpose of me doing these videos, it's not for me to tell anyone what to do, how to live, what's right and wrong. It's just for me to give you a little bit more clarity, a bit more insight. Maybe if there's things that are there subconsciously in your mind or in the back of your mind, it brings those to light. So with tarot and oracle cards, I always feel myself like it's not really telling you, it's not necessarily telling you anything that you don't already know. I always feel like it's usually stuff that you already outright know and you're in denial, or you already know and you're trying to make a decision on, or it can even be telling you things that intuitively you feel like, but you're not sure. And then it's the choice is yours. It's always your choice, whatever happens. It's just giving you a little bit more information so that you can do what you need to do for yourself. So enough chatter from me. Capricorn is done. And we're now on Aquarius. So let me just have a sip of my drink. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what comes up for you. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay, Aquarius, what's the focal point or heart of the matter for you at present? What's the main theme? We have the Seven of Swords. Interesting. And I don't actually know what that means yet, but I'm just saying interesting for the hell of it. Anything else? Your energy. Got the Hanged Man again. That's come up quite a lot. That has that limbo vibe. I'm not sure if that's what it means here, but it's the first one out for your energy. Some external energies. Any external energies that are relevant to this? And I'm actually contemplating changing the order that I do these in. This particular style of reading. So I wasn't concentrating then. This is why I shouldn't talk when I'm trying to get a card out. So external energies. Too many. External energies, please. That's a lot of external energies. Should I even take them because there's that many? Nope, doesn't feel right. Okay, try again. External energies. Okay, that's interesting. We've got the Knight of Swords underneath the Seven of Swords. Okay, we're going to do the advice next. Wow, and we have the Moon. That is a really interesting, I mean, just the Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords and the Moon alone are, that's quite interesting. Are you holding back some information, Aquarius? Because the Seven of Swords is the theme, the focal point. And I mean, I'm not specifically getting deception in itself, but there's definitely some truth that's been held back. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that there's a truth that's been held back, but I'm not necessarily yet seeing it as negative or positive, as if somebody's an outright liar, deceptive. You know, it's just a truth being held back possibly, or something risky. And then because the Hanged Man is there, again, I'm getting a limbo vibe from that person, or they're just, it's kind of, yeah, it's seeing things from perspectives. It's about your beliefs as well. It can be about surrender. But also, does the Hanged Man talk to anyone? He's just kind of on his own, hanging there, isn't he? So that could be you holding back some truth. And then the Knight of Swords, that's an external energy to you. That is someone who knows the truth or is coming in with the truth. And then the Moon is the advice. It's almost making me think it's telling you to keep a secret, or to hold the truth back, or something to that effect. But let's get an oracle card. That is a really unusual energy, Aquarius. It's complete opposites with your energy and the external energy, so it's really, yeah, quite a contradiction there. Okay, so the oracle card we're going to get, that just flew, and I'm going to put it back because it came, when they come out so easily like that, like too quickly, I feel like I can't trust it. If it comes out again, which sometimes it does, then I'll take it, but that, I didn't trust that at all. Right, we have Stargazer, set your sights higher. And I don't know why I've felt like I needed to look at the bottom of the deck for this, but you've got Guardian Angel. You are not alone. Okay, let's begin clarifying this to make sense of it. Let's start with that Seven of Swords. You might have an external energy coming to set you free with the truth, to be honest. Because I don't know, the way it looks, it's just the way that Knight of Swords is, I know it's just the depiction in the card, but the way it's running to the Hanged Man, I mean, the Hanged Man is suspended, and it's almost like the Knight of Swords is running towards the Hanged Man to cut him down. But let's see what comes out for that Seven of Swords. Are you lying to yourself about something, maybe? We've got the Lovers and Judgment that clarify the Seven of Swords. I'm getting the word escape. I'm not sure if that's relevant to anyone. And then the other clarifier is the Ten of Wands. So, are you trying to escape something? You could be, and I know I keep on getting this, I've got this for a few readings, trying to escape from a connection, from a relationship. We've got the Lovers there. I know it's not just about relationships, but I do see the Seven of Swords a lot of the time, not just as lies or deception, but for me, it is often, it feels like escape, risk. And then because you've got the Ten of Wands there, which is a burden, that makes me feel like you're trying to escape from something. Let's clarify that Hanged Man and see what comes up for that. The Hanged Man is your energy. So the overall focus looks kind of like escaping from something that you connected to, that you love or did love. I mean, Judgment here is making a decision, but it's answering the call as well. The call of what? You tell me. The Hanged Man. Let's see what the Hanged Man says. What's your energy about with that Hanged Man card? We have the Five of Cups. Oh God, yeah. So it could be escape. If there's a situation in where you feel... I'm getting that song by Alicia Keys, and it's one of my favourite songs, Unthinkable. And I'm hearing the part... Oh God, it's gone now. Oh no, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah, I'd have to like go through the whole lyrics in my head now. I just had a bit of the song that was in my head that was making me think of this, and it's completely gone. Oh, I'm suspended in the air. That's the bit. When looking at the Hanged Man, why give up before we try? Feel the lows before the highs. I'm getting it completely mixed up. Oh, I'm suspended in the air. Something, something, I'm suspended in the air. No, I can't remember it. It's going to bother me though, not being able to remember that. Something about I'm suspended in the air, won't you come be in the sky with me? Clip our wings before we fly away. There's something about after clip our wings before we fly. Oh, gosh, can't remember. I can't say I came prepared. I'm suspended in the air. Yeah, that's what I'm getting with the Hanged Man and the Knight of Swords. Okay, sorry for that. Me taking forever to think of song lyrics, but I'm one of these people where if I can't remember something, it literally haunts me. Like if I go to bed and I can't find an object or something, like a bloody earring back or something like that, like a teeny tiny earring back, I'll literally be awake for hours trying to figure it out. If I don't literally go and look for it, it's like I have to find it. I don't know if that's it's not actual diagnosed OCD, but it's on the verge of OCD. Anyway, so the Hanged Man, he's suspended in the air. Oh wow, we got the Tower. So we've got some sorrow there, or some kind of sadness or regret. We've got the Tower. So this is your energy, by the way. Got the Moon again, and we've got the Five of Wands. And then there's a big issue of holding a truth back, someone coming in with the truth. It's like you're keeping a lot to yourself. You're hiding a lot to yourself, that's for sure. Because the Hanged Man, he is, or she, if it's a woman, is they're suspended, aren't they? They're kind of cut off from everyone and everything. So whatever's happening, it's in the mind, it's internal. I'm not going to lie, I did get something about drugs. Not something about, just the word drugs came into my head as well. When I was doing the initial cards for the reading. And Seven of Swords, if it's someone that, I mean, that, I'm not going to lie, that could be if someone's into drugs or something, kind of hiding an addiction from people that they love. Judgment's there, you know that you would be judged for that. And then the Ten of Wands, it is a burden. But it's like you're definitely holding something back, hiding something, keeping it to yourself. I mean, you've got the Five of Cups, so you know something's not good. It doesn't feel good. That's regret. It's a card of regret, sorrow, sadness. You've got the Tower, which is, it can be epiphanies. I mean, with the Hanged Man, that could definitely be an epiphany. And then the Moon is there as well. And the Moon is like secretive, isn't it? It's secrets. And then you've got the Five of Wands, conflict. So you could be going through some kind, it looks like some kind of very strong mental conflict. It looks like a lot of mental conflict, to be honest. There could be mental health issues there as well. I mean, sometimes I do look at cards like the Five of Wands, Five of Cups, Five of Swords, potentially as a mental health matter. And if there are mental health issues going on, then 100%, if you need to see a professional, get professional help or seek professional advice, like medical professional, that's not something that tarot can deal with for you. Let's get that Knight of Swords. I will try and summarize the reading at the end, because I know there's a lot of different messages coming in for this and it's not set in stone. Let's clarify that Knight of Swords and see what comes up. I don't know if I should take that. No. not going to take it. I wasn't concentrating well enough for that. Knight of Swords. I feel like that Knight of Swords is the truth will set you free. And I kind of said something along those lines, like the Knight of Swords is coming to cut the Hanged Man down. And then you've got the Six of Swords, which is moving on to calmer waters. You've got the moon there in the background, so you're going past the unknown into calmness. Rescuer, the Knight of Swords, I'm feeling like a rescuer kind of vibe. I mean, maybe you're coming to some sort of realization about a potential addiction or something, and not just, I was going to say alcohol, then drugs, alcohol, gambling, anything that's an addiction. You could be having a realization, and the external energy could be, yes, it could be that you've had a conversation with somebody and it triggered realization, whether they blatantly told you something or you just had a general conversation and it, it triggered a realization. But it is very much like the truth will set you free. And then you've got set your sights higher. So let's have a look. The Magician. So that would be taking back control. I mean, if you had an addiction, you would definitely want to take control back. I mean, I know sometimes the Magician can be associated with manipulation as well, but with the Six of Swords before it, I would say that's more a case of going back to a sense of control over your life and everything in it. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a card of abundance and stability. So I mean, going back to that idea of, or the thought of it being maybe trying to escape a relationship, maybe it's an abusive relationship, and I hope to God that's not someone's story, because that is a horrible thing to go through. But it does feel pretty heavy, whatever it is, if I'm being honest. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was escaping from abuse, addiction. But there's a lot. It's a bit of that Hanged Man is looks a bit like a tortured soul, keeping a lot to themselves. And there's a lot of mental conflict and just a lot going on in their mind. But the truth, whether it's a person or whether it's the truth that's been triggered within you, comes through and will set it free. Let's clarify the Moon. What do we get for the Moon here? And we have the Ace of Swords, a card of clarity, and the Two of Wands. And this is your advice. I'll get one more clarifier and then I will make sense of this. Okay, that was a bit too many. Let's just get one more. We have the Star. That's quite nice. That's a nice wrap up. So whatever you're going through, it does feel like you're trying to escape something, I'll be honest. With the Moon, you probably getting more clarity possibly, or you need for things to become clearer so that you can make a decision about how you're going to resolve this. The Star, so you've got the Ace of Swords is the clarity and the truth. The Two of Wands is choice, making a choice. And then the Star is like, that's hope, isn't it? It's hope, renewal, healing. Once you get a clear head, however you do that, whether it's that you need to speak to somebody like a professional or whoever, someone that you trust, or maybe it's just researching things yourself. However you get clear will help you to make a decision on how to move forward and to get back to that sense of hope and to heal as well. To have that sort of guiding light and know where you're going and what you're doing. And to set your sights higher. It's got Stargazer, hasn't it? Because you something here where you're trying to escape from something where you know things should be better than they actually are. So I'll leave it there, Aquarius. Thank you for watching. And I really hope that, because it did feel, I'm not going to lie, that one does feel quite heavy. I hope that whatever is going on, that you are able to get through it and to get clear about what you need to do, what actions you need to take to resolve things. because whatever's going on, it deserves to be better. You deserve better, and it deserves to be better than it already is. Okay, so we just have one more sign to go, which is Pisces. So just bear with me while I reshuffle again, and that judgment just snuck its way out, or tried to sneak its way out while I was picking the other cards up. So just bear that in mind. Oh, and another one's trying to flip, 10 of Cups. Okay. So now we move on to the final sign of Pisces, and I have, how is Pisces relevant to me? My North Node is in the 12th house, which is associated with Pisces. And yes, I am someone that kind of does have my head in the clouds a bit sometimes, so that does make sense. Yes, I'm a Libra through and through, and I've got a lot of Leo energy, but yeah, the Pisces in me does come through in that sense. Right, so let's get started, Pisces. What is your heart of the matter, or main focus, main focal point of what's going on with you at present? Let's see, Pisces. Pisces, you have the 9 of Wands to start with. Your energy coming into this. You got the 4 of Pentacles, which doesn't surprise me with that 9 of Wands. That's a protective kind of energy, or resistant possibly. The word resistance is coming up, but let's see. Okay, any external energies that we need to know about in this? The 4 of Cups. And guidance, please. Guidance just flew out easily and everything else was difficult. The Sun. Let's get an oracle card as well. Okay, I'm already getting an energy of where you, and I've got this for another 1 or 2 signs, where you might be holding back somebody and it's leaving someone feeling a bit disappointed possibly. Or there's something that has disappointed you, and that's why you're now more protective and resistant and yeah, protective. Let's get an oracle card to make more sense of it. Because the external energy, it could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be a scenario, it could be an opportunity. So if it's not a person, then yeah. Okay, you've got 2. You're the only sign that has gotten 2 oracle cards. Okay. You have Ignite Your Passions and Dream and Oh wow, this sounds like something to do with 100% to do with pursuing something that you desire, something that you wish for with that dream and journey and Ignite Your Passions. But you may have been disappointed by it before with that 4 of Cups, and hence now you're quite protective and defensive and resistant now. Wary is the wary? Yeah, that's the word that's coming up. Okay, let's clarify that 9 of Wands to begin with. Okay, 9 of Wands, we have the Emperor, the King of Wands. I'm already getting a control, sense of control, but the kind of control where you're trying to control everything, not just you're trying to control what you need to control, but you've been, what's the word? Overly controlling. I feel like there's another word for that. Just controlling in general, probably, but not in the best, most productive way. Like, well, you know, where you're trying to control outcomes. And then we've got the Ace of Swords. It's like you want to control everything. You want to know everything beforehand. Yeah, the Empress kind of controlling. The King of Wands, I would say there is an element of dominance with the King of Wands, and then Ace of Swords is knowing, isn't it? It's clarity, it's knowing. It's like you want to know everything and control everything, and that sense of protectiveness in that kind of way, controlling protectiveness. So your energy, Four of Pentacles, let's clarify. Are you resistant to support? Because the Three of Cups for me is about support, friendship, celebration, but I'm seeing it more as support. And it's like, again, that would come into that controlling energy of controlling to the point where you won't even accept help or support in something. Let's get a little bit more for that Four of Pentacles. Have people let you down in the past? I mean, we've got the Four of Cups here, sorry. We've got one cup here, a cup of opportunity, and then three cups that she's looking at, but she's disappointed. So have you been let down by friends before? Ace of Wands. You are trying to start something new by the looks of it, but you again, keeping the Four of Pentacles for me, keeping your cards close to your chest, and there's that controlling element as well. Or do you want to collaborate with people on something, but you've been resistant because you feel like you're going to be let down? I mean, this could be with friendship as well, where maybe in the past you've had friends or friendship groups where you've been let down, and so now you're just getting to the point where you're controlling about making friends, even where you want to know everything about them. Yeah, just controlling, that's all I'm getting. Anything else with that Four of Pentacles? You want them to be completely open and honest with you, maybe if it's friends. Six of Cups, yeah. I'm getting the friendship vibe from that Six of Cups as well. I mean, I know it's about the past, but friendship is coming up in that. Maybe you're thinking about how things went in the past, and yeah, that's making you resistant to things in the present. So that Four of Cups energy, let's clarify that. Whether it's a person who's let you down, or in situations you've been let down and felt disappointed, or you're disappointing people. Let's see. Okay, it could be potentially be a person that you're disappointing because you're being controlling or resistant, and maybe they're someone who's quite compassionate towards you, but they're feeling disappointed because the Queen of Cups is a compassionate, loving person, isn't she? We've got the Lovers, so that would mean a connection is there, regardless of whether it's a romantic connection. I mean, I suppose typically with the Lovers, the Two of Cups, it can be platonic. The Lovers is usually more of an intense connection. The Ace of Pentacles would be a new opportunity, and the Seven of Cups is where you're looking at the different perspectives, you're deciding if it's something you want to pursue. This could be dating, and again, it would still apply this controlling element of it. You want to know everything, you want to see everything, you want to be in charge. You're keeping your cards close to your chest with that Four of Pentacles. The Three of Cups could represent different opportunities with people. I don't like to refer to people as options because I just hate it, to be honest. I refer to people as opportunities, or an opportunity with a person, because options just sound like, what am I going in my wardrobe and looking for what pair of knickers I'm going to put on today? Yeah, people are not knickers, they're not accessories, they're not handbags, they're not belts where you decide which one you're going to wear that day. So yeah, for me, people aren't options, they're opportunities, or there's opportunities with them. So that could be, that Four of Cups could be an actual person, or people where they're feeling disappointed or maybe just confused with you. They don't understand what's going on, why you don't see that there's an opportunity with them, or they don't understand. They just don't understand what's going on because you're keeping your cards close to your chest. And then you have the Sun as the guidance card, which to me, before we clarify, it means open up a little bit more. You know, just have fun, enjoy the experience. You don't have to control everything. There are no guarantees anyway. So even if things things could go really well for 2 years, for example, and then it goes to shit, or maybe it won't. Things could go well for 2 years and then it just fizzles out very amicably. You just don't know. Everything is a risk. You don't know, but why torture yourself with trying to control every single aspect of it when you can just enjoy it and open up? And then the thing is, if you're closed off, even if you don't realize that you're closed off, and I've done this myself as well personally, I've got involved with people thinking, oh yeah, I'm being open, I'm being myself. And actually, in retrospect, I wasn't. I was hiding parts of myself. I wasn't being as honest as I should have been about what I wanted. And then you attract somebody who's unemotionally available. And that has happened to me probably quite a few times. And yeah, whereas if you're open, you're more likely to attract someone who's open as well. And that doesn't mean it's perfect, because I think you go through cycles and repeats of situations. And for me, it gets better each time. But there are still things that need to be tweaked, where I have to tweak things within myself, and maybe it's open up more, or be more honest, or be more discerning, or whatever. But the more open I become, the better the experiences become. So I've babbled enough about that. Let's get a clarifier for the Sun. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, that's looking at it with openness. The Page of Wands is openness. He's ready for any experience. He's ready for any adventure. He's just very open-minded, and just, or she, if it's a girl, gender doesn't matter here. You know, they're just ready for it. They're just open to it, open to any possibility and any adventure. And it's a beginner mindset as well, isn't it? Like, you're not going in trying to control it as if you know everything and you have set rules about how everything should be. It's just like, right, I'm going in, my mind is open, I'm going to see what's happening, I'm going to see how I work with this, or how I want to work with it. And then we have the Two of Cups. That's beautiful. And that's exactly what I was just saying, where whatever energy you show up with, you will get back in one way or another. And it doesn't mean in exactly the same way, but you will somehow get that matching energy. So if you show up as open, within your cup, then the person that you're involved with, friendship, whatever relationship, their cup will match yours as well. And again, it won't be identical, but it will be the same kind of feeling, vibe, the energy that you give off, the energy that you share. I'll get one more clarifier, or two more clarifiers. Right, we've got the Eight of Swords and the Empress. So yeah, I'm still getting the energy of open up. With the Eight of Swords, you're holding yourself back. But it feels like paranoia. It feels like paranoia. The Empress is a very generous, she's abundant, she's attractive, she's nurturing, and she's very generous. She doesn't sort of sit there looking at people thinking, before she's even spoken to them, thinking, oh, you don't deserve my time and attention. She's just open and generous, and then obviously she'll be discerning, and then if they take the piss, then she'll do something about that and probably put her foot down. Although some people say that she's too generous, that with the Empress she's overly generous, but I think no. You have to give people a chance, and then you can decide. There was someone said recently on a program that what they look for in a partner is someone, you know, and people have lists of qualities, and I've done it myself. Like, I mean, to be honest, I think there are a few general basic human traits that I like people to have in any relationship, whether it's a friendship, a work colleague, etc. I like people to be kind, considerate and honest, and I think those are three basic human traits that I value in people anyway, regardless of romantically. But I've come to the conclusion after seeing that person say that what they value in a partner is someone who can be themselves and they can be comfortable. And I'm like, actually, you've got a bloody good point, mate, because we can sit here writing lists with hundreds of qualities on, which, as I say, I've done. But at the end of the day, we are all individuals. None of us are perfect. And all you can really do is, yeah, have those three basic qualities: kind, considerate, honest. And then let the person be themselves, let them be comfortable, let them be honest, and then you see if you work with that. That's all there is to it. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated, does it? And then just by observing them, you decide how you feel about them. Don't worry so much about how they feel about you. Focus on how you feel about them and their personality and how they are towards you and other people. And then that's where you decide if you like it, if you love it, etc. Instead of focusing on controlling every aspect and having all these lists of qualities and timelines and everything. But yeah, the advice, as I say, with that sun card is that you have to be open. You have to be open. You have to show that, and then you'll receive that. And as I say, we've got to ignite your passions, dream and journey. If you're feeling passionate about something, you're all in, you're open. You're not restricting yourself. You're not overly controlling. Dream and journey, again, open. You're just ready to see where it takes you, and then trust yourself that you will know if it's bullshit or not, you know. So Pisces, thank you very much for watching the video. If anybody has made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you for watching the video. I'm enjoying doing more videos for you, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching them. And I appreciate the views. I hope it's been useful and enjoyable as well, because I feel like it should be enjoyable as well as useful. And I hope it helps you to go forward, to make things clearer and to make your own choices. So thanks again and take care.